In the late 1970s and early 80s, Dr. Otho Wells from the University of New Hampshire was developing vegetable production in high tunnels. New England was the ideal location for research on season extension because, as one Massachusetts vegetable grower once said, "Remember last summer, that one weekend in July?" Fast forward some 30 years, and high tunnels and season extension are all the rage in many states. Here are a few examples from this April in central Ohio. As Dave started to talk to us in the high tunnels, the wind became so bad that we couldn't hear him. Basically, he was telling us he has a half acre of strawberries here inside the Haygrove Tunnel and 3 beds. He likes these tunnels very much because you can pick in the rain and the berries stay dry. This also lessens disease pressure. And he also made a comment of how the tunnels protect the berries from full sun, which I think you can hear.
Full sun, mid to upper 80s. We got sun scald on the outdoor ones, and the only sun scald we got in here were just some on the very edge that got full direct sunlight.
Dave also mentioned that he hadn't pulled the plastic over the tunnels yet, but was about to do that in the next few days. Don't get seasick watching this segment. I was fighting the wind. As you can see, these are double rows of sweet corn planted under clear plastic in early April. You'll notice that in some cases the corn is coming through the holes, but Dave does have to send a crew out to make sure the corn finds the holes, otherwise they may burn up under the heat. You can hear the wind in the background. The wind was really ripping that day. Plastic sweet corn in some years can give you a 2-week advantage over sweet corn planted in bare ground.
Well, we tried a little experiment this year. We tried to do something a little new every year. We kind of bought a small high tunnel to try start some early tomatoes in them, and as you can see, they've been here now 2 weeks and they're coming along pretty good. I really think these tunnels is going to be something of the future if everybody's going to be using them. We kind of like to have our own tomatoes for when sweet corn comes on, so we're not having to buy something to supplement the market till our bare crop tomatoes come on. And I think this is going to work real well. We got a lot of ways to learn how to manage this. I think the key to this is management, and I think it's something we're going to have to learn as we go here.
When do you think you might start picking here?
Well, if everything goes right, it should come. I'm going to say probably sometime the first week of July is what I'm hoping for. I believe we could have started earlier than we did, but we would have required heat. So far we haven't had to only use heat in here twice now, and that was when it got down extremely cold at night. There's other things we could do. We've only got a single layer of film on top. I believe if we doubled it and put air to fill out those 2 sheets and use it as an insulation barrier, it would hold heat even better. And I believe this is just a basic house. I believe what we need to do is put some vents in it to where it'd be automatic, to where we're not having to be. You're going to have to stay pretty close to it the way it is to fold the sides up and down for when it heats up. It goes from 30 at night to 60 in the daytime. The heat in here can build quite quickly. We're kind of happy with this so far. I think it's going to be something we're going to do more of in the future.